So Rob, this is now video 5, and as you see, it picks up Rugeley on the bypass, and this video is only 13.5 minutes, and take us through to Pottlepool, where we stopped to have a conversation in the lay-by. So the position that you're in is correct, because it gives you that slightly better view around the left-hand bend. May as well stay there. Get out the crud. Don't ride in the crud. Yeah. The road's wide enough to keep your safety bubble even when you're just right to the crud. And this is 50 miles an hour. Keep off the crud. Keep off the crud. So a sign for the roundabout. You know you're turning left. Mirror check to 40. Main hazard from the right. No hazard. Good check to the left. Little shoulder check left is good. Then we're turning right, so get over to the right straight away. That's good. Signal right. I mustn't cut the corner here. So it needs a shoulder check and then drive around the T. Needed a shoulder check there. Yeah. Mirror check 30. So we've gone from 40 to 30. The position now is good because this is residential. All sorts of things happening on the left. You've got driveways, junctions, people probably. Spin day look. So keeping to the right of the crud is perfect because we want to keep away from the driveways and the junctions. Park cars too. So where you are now is great. Lots of space on the left, and you can see far enough ahead should you need to stop. There we are. So what's good about that is that you have a responsibility as a motorcyclist not just to see what's ahead, but for what's ahead to be able to see you. Mirror check 40. Junction on the left, which you can see into it. It's an open junction. Pedestrian on the left, good to slow down. So if you saw the pedestrian was facing away from you, or they were sort of concerned more about their dog, then you might just use your horn. Surprisingly, the examiners, policemen, are quite keen for us to use our horn in the daytime, of course. Just a little pop up. So you can just tell there's a hesitancy about what this car in front is doing, and that's because it's turning right and it wasn't quite sure where the turning was. So you just tell by what I call the sort of the body language of that vehicle that the driver wasn't absolutely sure and certain what they were doing. Always better to hang back a bit when you see that. So here you are. This is the giveaway sign at the T-junction, and you'll see the two national signs, one on either side of the road. So this then is national speed limit. So accelerate smoothly, and unless there's any other reason not to do the safe speed, do the safe speed, and here the safe speed is 60 if it's safe to do so. Not 40, not 50, not 52, not 57, but 60. So the habit to brake then, I spoke about this, is that when there's a car or cars in front of you, the habit to brake is slowing down. So if you arrive and there's cars like 5 seconds ahead of you, and you slow down so that you're following them at 5 seconds, if they're doing 45 miles an hour in a 60 and you slow down to be 5 seconds behind them, you are never going to overtake them. And that may be okay if you're a motorcyclist out for a little Sunday jaunt and you don't care. This is not what advanced motorcycling is about. Advanced motorcycling is about making progress. Safe progress. So this car's turning right, and you can accelerate through there. Now all you've got now is the camper van. So maybe you could just take a view that this camper van's not going to be doing 60, and there's a bend here anyway. So drive around the bend, get up behind the camper van, bit of straight road. Camper van, you see a camper van, you slow down. When I see a camper van, I speed up. You're never going to overtake a camper van doing 45 miles an hour if you're 5 seconds behind it. Now the camper van's looking for something or somewhere to go. Now you recognise that there is an overtake on. But look where I am. Is it safe? Of course it's safe, because I can see way into the way ahead, and I've got plenty of time to come across before there's a car park and a car. This camper van recognises it's missed the chance to turn into that, so they're having a chat. What should we do? And their conversation gives you a chance just to ease past. So had there been a junction on the left or a junction on the right, that wouldn't have been any good. There you saw the sign, 40 mile an hour sign, and fortunately I was far enough behind you and offset anyway. And that's why I don't follow directly behind you, because if you're suddenly doing 60 and then you're suddenly doing 40 without warning, then I'm going to hit the back of you, aren't I? So one of the worst things that you did is coming up now, okay? Because you've got, in a minute, you've got huge potential danger ahead, because you've got crossroads after a hill. There's 40 miles an hour, see? Mirror check, 40. And then you've got crossroads sign. Maybe you missed it, I don't know. But look where I am. See where I am? And there's the cars going right to left, and there's a car on the left, and ooh, do you see? I'd have been much further away from the left-hand side. and I'd have been slowing down. So you speed up when you should slow down, and slow down when you should speed up. Mode check nationals. I knew that there was a lay-by, but you could have stopped there, although the road surface isn't clever. But you could have done if there's nobody behind you. So rather than look for an informal place to stop, let's find a formal place to stop. So I'm going to catch you up if we've missed the one on the left there, and we're coming to Pottlepool roundabout, and I'm going to signal right because we're going to turn right. Check for hazard on the left. Check for hazard on the left early enough, and now open lane check there, and off we go. Slippery road surface, national sign, cars ahead, and now we have a bend coming. So if we go over to the left, then we get an early view around the bend. Watch my view of the bend. Ambulance first though. And there's the dotted line. I can come past you. And then into the lay-by for a chat. Some really good stuff there, Rob. Really good stuff. You're getting faster. And your positioning is a lot better, as long as you stay at the crud. Well done.